Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Random Pets Genetics Challenge here in the laboratory, where we are going to be mixing and matching all sorts of different animal genes to create very curious crossbreeds. And today, my friends, we are extremely lucky because we have managed to get our hands on another one of these amazing dwarf elephants! These teeny tiny little dwarf elephants that Kalino, the amazing Kalino, who has made so much of the fantastic pet custom content that keeps us so delighted here in the LaBARKatory, has created. Just look at this little one. Look at him! Last time we actually crossbred an elephant and a lion, and it was extremely hilariously exciting. We saw mixes that we just never would have even dreamed of before. And this time, as we walk into the lab, put on our safety glasses and our lab coats, break out those petri dishes, and of course your all-important notes where you can tell me all of the suggestions that you guys have for future experiments we should do. We actually have Farabai the dwarf elephant, here just temporarily as we continue to work on our repopulation efforts with such an adorable dwarf species. And who knows, maybe we should start having dwarf elephants in zoo crafting too. That would be pretty fun. But we're going to go ahead and have Farabai come in, and we're going to snag some of Farabai's genes. And today we are going to run an experiment mixing those genes with none other than a massive moose who managed to get himself tangled in someone's garage while he was seeking out some snacks, and we've snagged him and brought him to the lab before releasing him back into the wild so that we can grab some of Rowan's genes, and we can try to mix Rowan's genes with the little dwarf elephant's genes, because I'm thinking, bear with me here guys, but think miniature woolly elephants. What do you think about that? Miniature woolly mammoths. And I was trying to figure out how could we create a woolly mammoth. And one of the first things that came to mind was a moose for their coloring and also their size. And unfortunately, we can't create big mini mammoths because there's only the small nose available for the small dog model right now. But I love the idea of trying to create a miniature woolly mammoth, and we're going to start with having our teeny tiny little dwarf elephant here crossbred with some of these moose genes. So maybe we can have some of the bulk of the moose and the coloring of the moose with the absolutely adorable little nose, that extremely cool nose of the little elephant. And elephant noses are just so fascinating. I really need to do more research on them. But when I have spoken to some experts about elephants and read from some of the details of elephant researchers, the nose actually is correlated with some of the largest parts of an elephant's brain because it is such a complicated limb to move around, and it does so much. It helps the elephant to feed, it helps the elephant to feel around the world. I mean, it doesn't have fingers like we do. They have really big, huge, heavy feet that help to move them around. So imagine all of the sensation that you get from your fingers and how you're able to explore the world through your sense of touch. That's how the elephants do that with their nose. And they also can like drink through it. They can breathe underwater by sticking their nose up like a little snorkel, and they use it a lot for touching one another as well, like as a way to kind of reach out, and like you've seen elephants like wrap their trunks around one another. It's kind of like when we hold hands. It's just such a cool feature on an animal. So I'm really hoping we'll see it on some of our crossbreeds. But all right, are you guys ready? And also, I would like to say a huge thank you to Farabai for leaving your awesome comment in a previous video, because trying to do a crossbreed between Scamp and Angel from Lady and the Tramp sounds extremely fun, and I saw that a lot of people had liked that comment, so it is on the list. And also a huge thanks to our wonderful lab assistant, Rowan Rhodes, who suggests a wolf and a lion crossbreed. And I cannot believe we haven't done that already. Like, that sounds like basic amazing crossbreed 101, so it is definitely on the list as well. All right, you guys ready? If you would like to become our lab assistants or one of these wonderful animals, all you need to do is go ahead and leave your comment down below, and the random comment generator might pick you next time. But for now, we have science to do! All right, let's combine these genes into the very first petri dish. We're going to be wary of contamination from the colors not working correctly on the patterning due to the latest Sims 4 update, but I'm watching it this time. Look at you! And we have a little elephant colored baby! Alright, let me pull up a random comment. And now we have, there we go, Leia! It's from the Lays! Alright, we're gonna go with Lay. Let's see, Lay. Lays, there we go. And Lays, you are actually hairy. We were going for hairy, friendly, and very active. And it'll be very interesting to see if you are going to grow up to be small, which means you will inherit the nose and all of the features of the elephant, or if you're going to grow up to be large, like Rowan, which means you will inherit all of the moose features, which, because you are female, will be no antlers, but you will go ahead and you will get yourself the really wonderful hooves. Sometimes I throw the antlers on, but you know what? You can have the antlers because, come on, we're a random genetics lab. We can genetically modify the female moose to have antlers. It just seems cool. But all right, welcome. And I really love the idea of seeing a giant corgi tiger. We probably should try to do the tiger and the corgi mix again in the future so that we can have a giant corgi tiger, because that would just be adorable. All right, next petri dish ready to roll out another little crossbreed. And we're gonna mix it with some of Rowan's moose genes. And we have another little Ellie! Oh, we're gonna have a whole herd of potentially quite large and antlered, actually, dwarf elephants in just a second here. Let me go ahead and pull up the next name from the random comment generator. And let me see. Oh, wow. Okay, so let me see. Let's see. Sloth Lord. All right, Jillian, I could tell that you had a special name picked out. So we're going to go with Sloth Lord. I'm not going to question it. That's the name that you would like to use. Also, you can't produce dairy. I mean, I guess, you know, come on, an elephant is a mammal and they would produce a ton of milk because they need to take care of a baby. But I don't see anybody selling elephant like cheese, do you? That just sounds absolutely terrifying. All right, and you are an independent, stubborn, and very jumpy little one. It'll be very interesting to see what you grow up into. And an Arctic wolf and a black panther sound like a really cool mix. Let me write that down. I know it takes me a second to do my notes, guys, but trust me, otherwise, with all of the amazing comments we have, I would lose these suggestions. There we go. So what do you guys think? Arctic wolf and black panther, which means a melanistic panther, actually. Since they are a normal panther species, just they ended up getting the melanism gene that made them all black, or at least like black in colorations. All right, next petri dish. Albinism, Lewism. Those are some good vocab words for us to actually practice now that I think of it. All right, what do we have? We have another elephant! Maybe we should start trying to mix them from the moose side of things. I was really going for moose here, but that's okay. All right, let's pull up the next random comment. And now we are gonna have D! D, welcome! And a kitsune and a tiger sound amazing. Actually, that sounds really amazing. Can you imagine a nine-tailed fox with tiger stripes on its tail? D, that was next level thinking. All right, D, you are stubborn, you are adventurous, and you are quite jumpy, which, you know, all together might make for a really cute little dwarf elephant. We'll have to see. Let's go ahead and get the next petri dish going. This time we'll start using Rowan's genes as the base, just if that helps. It doesn't really, because, you know, the randomness works both ways, but it just makes us feel like maybe it could work. All right, who do we have? We have a moose, though! Oh my goodness. All right, we have a moose with demon eyes. Oh, how exciting! And now we have Jessica. Jessica, welcome to the family. You are stubborn, a hunter, and a troublemaker. And you also suggest having a tiger panda crossbreed. You know, you guys have been suggesting some great panda crossbreeds lately, and they always turn out so amazing. So we might think about that in the near future too. All right, and then we'll go ahead and try from this side of mixing things. It should all be like the same, but we'll have to see. All right, Fairby, let's put some of your elephant genes in there. And we have another moose. Now I'm really sus. I'm gonna have to roll the dice of destiny to pick like which side we actually do this on. But theoretically, this should have no impact if you put one parent in the left slot and one parent in the right slot. But who knows? There was a major update. We might have to adapt. Don't worry, guys. We'll still carry on. And who is this that we're gonna have? This is gonna be Britt! Britt, welcome! Oh my gosh, I am so pumped that you guys are leaving these amazing suggestions for future mixes in the comments. Oh my gosh, keep them coming. You are inspiring me to do so many more of these. We'll have a little blitz of random LaBARKatory challenges because Britt actually suggested a fox and a purple dragon, which means we could end up with a purple fox. That is outside the box thinking. And a wolf and a cheetah. Ah, lovely. I love those ideas. They're on the list. All right, Britt, you are going to be aggressive. Don't really know where you got that from a moose and an elephant. You're going to be active and you are going to be a bit of a sleuth. So you're going to investigate around the place. I'm going to roll the dice of destiny to decide who we should like work from, just in case that is influencing like which colors we're getting from the babies. But it says we're going to go from Fairby's side this time as the base genes. Everything's been working since the latest update. Oh, that's so cute! We need to just do some puppy and elephant crossbreeds sometime soon because that's really adorable. And what do we have here? Again, we have an elephant gene. Oh, I wonder if we need to start randomizing it instead of just going for the first random one. I'll have to think about that. But all right, you guys. We've ended up with the last of this little litter, and only two of them turned out to be... Only two of them turned out to be the ones that I was really hoping for the coloration of, so we'll have to see if we get our tiny little like woolly mammoths in a way by using the moose coloration and the elephant nose in just a second. But this is going to be Blizzard! Blizzard, welcome! And you also technically produce dairy, but still, no wool though, no wool. We were going for woolly mammoth, that would have been fitting. But you are going to be a sleuth who is active and loyal, Blizzard, so welcome to the family. And all right, I have no idea what all of you as the lab assistants have been feeding these little ones over the months, but it's time for them to go ahead and grow up. Lei, are you going to inherit your elephant or your moose genes? It's elephant! Look at those ears. All right, and Lei's is actually going to inherit the elephant traits, which means that we're gonna have to find... There's the elephant body. And now I need to find the elephant... There we go. Oh, look at the tiny-headed little elephant. So this is what Lei's has ended up inheriting. I'm really impressed. You're so small. You look like you would eat the tiniest of little leaves, like off my philodendron or something. Oh, adorable. Welcome to the family, Lei's. Next up is none other than Sloth Lord. And Sloth Lord? All right, we've got musculature going on here. Pretty strong, pretty sturdy. And that means that we have inherited everything about the elephant side of the family. I think you're gonna be a little bit bigger than your sibling though. Look at those ears! We have a little Dumbo, you guys! I am pretty sure that Lei's ears are much larger. Yeah, it wasn't my imagination, or excuse me, Slothlord's ears are much larger than Lei's. And look at the eyes, like, Slothlord, you look like you're ready to investigate something. Oh my gosh, those ears are like Dumbo level, I love them. Welcome, welcome to the herd. All right, Dee, you're up next. I'm getting kind of sus. Are you gonna turn, you're gonna be a small one too. Huh. I wonder if we need to really crack the code on these elephant genetics, you guys. What do you think we should mix the elephants with next time? I might have to start randomizing instead of just picking the first randomed. Oh, look at those big ears. The first randomed baby that we get if we want the genes to be truly mixed together. And Dee, look at you. Just an adorable little mini dwarf elephant heading out to help an endangered species. All right, Jessica, you're up next, and you might help us crack the code. If you're gonna be big like a moose when we worked with the moose base, I'm gonna have my suspicions. Come on, think small thoughts, Jessica, small thoughts. Ah! Okay, and Jessica ended up being a very large moose instead. Jessica, we're gonna go ahead and change your tail, and that means that you have actually inherited the moose genes. So you're kind of just a little bit of a scrawny moose. You've got very small legs, which is not what I expected, but sometimes you just have to roll with it. There we go. And I hope you have a wonderful life. Don't let anybody be scared of your eyes, by the way. That's just gonna mean that they'll clear out and let you eat their garden. All right, Britt, you're up next. And yes! Yes, I believe in the randomness again. I was really starting to doubt you guys. I was really thinking, oh no, have the genes been broken so that they'll always be the size of the parent you used as the base? But the answer is no. And that means that Britt, you made my dreams come true. Thank you so much for being our tiny little, like, pseudo, almost kind of little woolly mammoth. I love it. I still want to try to make more like little woolly mammoth and more mixes from the elephants. I mean, because just look how cool this ended up being. This is adorable. This is exciting. I can't wait to see what's next. But Britt, welcome to the family, and thank you for being what I was seeking in our experiments today. And then finally we have Blizzard. Are you going to be big or small, Blizzard? I believe in the randomness now. You're gonna be small. Okay. So we actually ended up with a lot of small genes. I think that's just like the dwarf elephant's genetics are that strong, which mean that we should start thinking about cool things that could be very tiny that we could go ahead and crossbreed. But there you go, Blizzard. Look at the little herd we ended up with, you guys. I love Sloth Lord's ears. And Jessica, you're adorable. You're very unique. And then I love that Britt turned out to be the goal of this entire experiment, creating a pseudo woolly mammoth out of a moose and a dwarf elephant. Ah, that was so satisfying. But alright guys, if you could, do please leave your comments down below so that you could become one of these amazing crisscross breeds. And of course, with all of the suggestions that you guys have for future mixes. And if you guys would like to join us on this and literally thousands more adventures, do please consider subscribing. But most importantly, my friends, stay curious. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.